So, a little word of advice here. Buddy goes to a gun show the other day and picks him up this nice Century Arms AFL 308. Pretty good looking gun. Comes back to the house, loads the mag up, goes out in the backyard and shoots it, and every round in the magazine goes off, blows the mag off the bottom of the gun. Surprisingly, didn't blow the whole gun up. Of course, he's laying out in the yard, thinks he just killed himself. Um, and then asked me to take a look at it, see what that was all about. So I start looking this thing over and comparing it to some of the other FALs we got. And first thing I noticed, if this thing will focus, is the feed ramp has just been ground the shit out of. And then the barrel is right up against the feed ramp, which looks nothing like any of my other FALs. There's a little gap in between the feed ramp and the barrel on all of mine, but this one's right up against it. So the next thing I start looking into is the head spacing, how the bolt locks in there, and I noticed it was a little bit loose, but what really gave it off is that gap. That's another indicator that's definitely not like any of the other FALs I've seen. And of course, looking this thing over, you can see it's been wrenched on and beat on, and it's just poorly assembled. So now he's got $1,000 in a gun that more than likely will kill someone, will kill the shooter versus what it's aimed at, that he can do nothing with. But from what I can tell, it seems like it's all this receiver. It's just not built correctly or out of spec. From what I've heard, Century Arms is like that. You can get a good one or a bad one, no in between. So we're going to have to buy another one of these, and basically he's going to have more money in this thing than it's worth. But it's just a chance you take when you buy used guns. I mean, hell, I've bought guns from gun stores and pawn shops that, don't work. Anytime you buy a gun that you don't know anything about that's used and you want to be safe, stick it in a vise, tie a string around the trigger, and give her a few test fires so it doesn't blow up in your hands or anything. You get hurt from it. Anyways, when I'm done with my current video, I think the next one I'm going to do is on a couple of the FALs we have around here.